speeches with these vast promises, and he's going through his laundry list of things that people are going to do. They're going to submit to background checks. They're going to self-deport when they're not feeling well. And if you can't see your doctor, how can you possibly trust an immigration program that's so unilateral? It could be potentially very dangerous. And as I've said before, pro-immigration. Back to you, Melissa.
Pro-immigration definitely sounded like it. I mean, he talks about immigration reform. Was this reform? I mean,
no.
we missed.
Democrats have it wrong. They're doing this just for political reasons.
Silicon Valley wants more
Both parties are really lost on it in many ways.
But I think ultimately, I think the Republicans have more to lose if they fight this. I totally agree with you, right?
Yeah.
So it's just sort of it could be self-defeating.
That speaks to the issue, though, of what the GOP can do right now.
This is the real deal. This is the way the founding fathers intended it. Let the courts figure this out.
No, I'm not saying it shouldn't happen.
It is the best way and the best option for Republicans to get the courts to rule if it is unconstitutional.
I'm not saying
look at where the burden has been put, though. When you look at where the burden really is realistically, it's understandable why Texas would be one of the states leading the charge on this. I mean, look at where the borders lie and what they've had to deal with since.
And in terms of states, it's really expensive for them to have to pay for another entitlement, considering what could happen with Obamacare.
At the same time, I mean, you make the point that economists always say, what are you talking about? I mean, this is more labor and more consumers coming into the country. It's a cost in the system, but if they're here already, folks are using emergency rooms, they're enrolled in school.
But it's different than putting them into something like Obamacare. I would say this, though. When the president says that this is what the American people want, I think that's disingenuous, because this was the same president who just a few weeks ago said, I'm listening to the two-thirds of people who didn't vote. So how does he know what the American people want?
Very well. When people are out of jobs, they don't like executive action giving other people legal status to take their job.
You've got a lot of jobs.
I'll do anything.
The NFL getting set to unveil a tougher personal conduct policy to help deal with the league's domestic violence problem. But will it change anything in the NFL and help the league's impact?